All right, ladies and gents, welcome back. And I know you guys have been waiting for the HEIMDALL video. It's here. Let's talk about my guy, because you know I've been very excited ever since I saw the sneak peek that HEIMDALL was getting a new uniform to make him a playable character again, because all he's been used for was a Shadowland for the past couple years. So I'm happy to take this man for a spin and see how he pans out. However, let me just be 100% transparent with you guys. You know I like to keep it real. HEIMDALL's uniform is not meta, okay? It's going to be one of those uniforms that's strong, fun, and looks really cool. If you like HEIMDALL as a character, I think you can get stuff done with him in PvE and a little bit in PvP, depending on how you build him. He's not a worthless character by any means. However, he's not top meta. He's not Hela, and he's definitely not Sif. HEIMDALL kind of in no man's land, where he's kind of strong, but he's not needed for anything. And I think this is one of those uniforms, especially since it's coming after Black Friday, a lot of people are going to skip over, and rightfully so. Additionally, HEIMDALL, he has a lot of residual hits on his skills. So for the most part, if you're playing him, you're going to need to play him with a rage if you're really trying to push high stages with him. So again, how many people out there are going to want to give HEIMDALL a rage? If you have him at tier 2, you can get away with something like 4 cancel and then proc on 5. And then you can, after the 5 is over, when he drops that giant spear, you can use the 3. The 3 does decent damage. However, this 4 skill lingers for quite some time, and I find that when you're using him with a regular damage proc, even if you cancel out of it, that dome right there, it lasts for so long that sometimes you'll reignite your proc. Same goes for the 5th skill as well. The lightning and that spear that's spinning, I find that it reignites his damage proc on the 2nd rotation almost every single time. And then also, because he has the same delay on his awakened skill as Valkyrie and Sif, it's kind of difficult to proc properly with him, because I would say the best rotation to give you the most damage possible would be something like 4 insta cancel, 6 delay cancel, and then proc on 5. I would say that would give you the best damage. But the delay on 6, like that massive delay before the rainbows kick in, yeah, there's no way you're gonna land your proc consistently. I would say 80% of the time you're gonna miss your proc, right? So for that reason, I think 4, 5, and then right into 6. And then even then, if you're really slow, your 4 is gonna trigger your proc. So you have to go really fast. You have to go like pop, and then hope that his proc doesn't trigger on the way to the 6th skill. But HEIMDALL overall, good character. My major problem with HEIMDALL though is he is heavily reliant on his artifact. If you're playing him without his artifact, you can get stuff done with him like on stage 9 against Null and Mephisto, but once you get past that, they start dealing so much damage that you need to use him with a healing striker, or you need to pick up his artifact. In case you don't know what his artifact does, let me jump into the shop here right quick and show you guys. So they made it so that HEIMDALL, unfortunately, is heavily reliant on his artifact. Let's just get that out of the way. This one right here, let's go, because it heals him, right? He doesn't have a heal in his kit, and as you can see right here, the 4-star version, when he drops below 40%, he heals 40% of his HP, and then he does extra damage to super villains. So it's a good artifact for him, but he really feels incomplete without it. For example, Sif doesn't need her artifact to be a decent DPS and a support. Hela doesn't need her artifact to be a top tier DPS and also a solid support as well. HEIMDALL, however, the only thing he's doing for you, realistically, is just being a decent DPS. Not much support value there, and even then, his survivability and a little bit of his DPS comes from his artifact. So you have to really invest more in HEIMDALL to get less than you would from Sif and Hela. And for that reason, I believe a lot of you guys should skip over HEIMDALL. I, however, because I like HEIMDALL as a character, I will be exploring many options with him. So if you guys want to see him with a CTP of Rage, a CTP of Energy, a CTP of Destruction, Reforge, whatnot, let me know. I think he could do work with a Destruction if you have his artifact. Don't quote me on that though. I just believe that could be the case for him. However, that artifact and gambling for it is not cheap, and it's definitely not free. So yeah, let's jump into World Boss. I'll show you guys a little bit of how he does against Null and Mephisto. So the most important thing here is you got to look at HEIMDALL's survivability, and this is a very low stage for me. But because he's running a proc, Okay, that was really bad in terms of like when the damage proc activated, because he has 70% ignore dodge. Okay, so we skipped the cage there, which is good. Oh no, never mind. I thought we skipped it. Okay, something guard broke him. It's not good. Okay, I'm just trying to dodge all those effects. Okay, decent damage. Okay, let's see if we can time this properly here. Think we skipped the cage? Yep, we did. Okay, beautiful. So he's a decent DPS. I will say that. Oof, you got a chunk there. Like, he's definitely significantly better than he was, but I find that his survivability gets tested the higher you go in World Boss. Okay, so let's dodge this jump. Let's go pop, pop, pop. The only plus side is, since he's a male hero, you can pretty much always use him with Venom. But if they ask for universals... Oh wait, I thought he was doing this already. Like, come on, buddy. Also, why you don't go in your next phase? Wow, he was one hit away. ain't that something? Ain't that something? Pretty sure we can shrug off that. Yeah. Pop, pop. Wow. See what I'm saying? If you're not really fast with the cancels, and even if you are, sometimes the very first hit of the forward skill is just gonna trigger. Third skill actually did decent damage there. Like, he's definitely playable without the heal, and that's what I want to highlight here. But if you make any mistakes, you will be punished. Okay, let's go up here. Oh, really? I thought he was gonna turn around. That's a shame. Okay, let's just do that. We're just gonna get him down to 7 bars. We're not gonna complete the fight because I haven't done my clears for the day yet. But I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of HEIMDALL content, because I know some of you guys might be wondering what my thoughts are on the uniform after playing with it for a day now. And again, it's a good upgrade for HEIMDALL. I find this uniform to be fun to play, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't say this is meta. I wouldn't say this is a must buy or nothing like that. But maybe my thoughts will change on the character once I get the artifact. Let's try him maybe on 19 here. Let's see if he can actually stay alive. That's the issue here, especially against Mephisto. He will be able to shrug off some of the debuffs. Oh wait, oh yeah, we can use him. He might be another version of Odin without a heal. Isn't that something? Let's do that. And we want to do that though, or do we want to use Hyperion's? Because, like, yeah, we don't need the ignore dodge, so let's just use Hyperion, and then let's see his survivability against Mephisto. We'll be able to tell pretty early on if he has the DPS, so I just want to see his survivability. Okay, let's get out of there. Oop. Like, he has some of the coolest skills in the game, I will say that. I love the fact that he just constantly opens the Bifrost for, like, his attacks and stuff, so that's cool. Really? I was hoping since that skill has iframe ignore, it would break him. The debuff removal is nice though. I will say that, and it activates pretty often, so that's good. Okay, so he has enough DPS to do 19. You can usually tell by the fact that they can, whether or not they can break within the first minute. That usually tells you what you need to know. But without the artifact, my guy's survivability is gonna get tested. Let me get out of that so he doesn't die. Okay, he's gonna be a pain here. The second phase is really difficult, especially difficult for characters that don't have a heal. Alright, so let's wait for the awakened skill. Yep, so he definitely needs his artifact. For Mephisto, like, he has the damage, but I believe he needs his artifact if you're gonna use him. I could definitely clear the stage with him, but it would be me running it multiple times and playing scared the entire fight, or just me running him with Venom. So do keep that in mind. If you're not gonna get his artifact, you're gonna need to play him with Venom if you're using him on higher stages, or you could just use the crystals to buy, I don't know, Hela's uniform, Sif's uniform, Makari's uniform, Cersei's uniform. You see what I'm saying? There's so many other uniforms that cost the same amount as Heimdall. And a lot of those characters, okay, a lot of characters I just gave you were females, but you can buy a lot of male characters for the same cost as Heimdall. And a lot of them have heals and they're just as strong or stronger, right? So again, Heimdall, good character in terms of the DPS. The look is cool. I love the skill effects. But man, the fact that they decided not to give my heal on the base kit is going to make it so that once you invest in the uniform, you have no choice but to invest in the artifact, or the character is going to feel incomplete. That's my first impressions here after using him on higher stages. On stage 9, he gets to the fight very, very easily, right? Even against Mephisto, not really an issue to stay alive. But once you go up further and further in World Boss Legend, the bosses just start hitting too hard for him to not be healing consistently. So you're gonna need Venom, or you're gonna need the artifact. That's my thoughts. Leave me yours in the comments, okay? These are the stats here, by the way. Let me show you in case you were wondering. So only thing that's not maxed out is the crit rate, and that's because I was thinking maybe I want to run him with a rage. Gives me a little bit more flexibility, and then I don't really have to run around too much waiting for the proc to line back up. Let me know what you guys are finding with Heimdall though. I'll catch you in the comments. Peace.